Alright friends, I'm going to walk you through understanding mean, median, and mode using SPSS. The data set you're looking at is actually car sales data. It's one of the data sets provided by SPSS when you have access to the program. Real simple procedure in running this. So we'll start over here on Analyze. We'll go to Descriptive Statistics. And the easiest way to get this done for mean, median, and mode is just to go to Frequencies. Okay, so if you click on Frequencies, in this case, I'm going to run a frequency analysis on engine size. So just to see how the size of engines varies over a variety of components. When you go to run this, what I would do is I would go to Statistics to start out with, and when you click it, your screen will actually have these unticked. These three options here. Essentially, everything on yours will be unticked. Okay. What I would do is I would just go in and do a quick tick for these three here. And frankly, you can do it for any of these things. As we get deeper into the pool, you'll be able to see different things you want to see, quartiles, percentiles, things like that. We'll talk more about standard deviation in another lecture. But just to kind of start us here, you can see just means of methods of central tendency there, mean, median, and mode. And if we hit continue, we can actually just hit, I'll hit OK. There we go, and it actually gives us a lot more. I've got frequency table listed below, so you might actually not have the second table listed down there. But in this case, it gives us exactly what we need. Let me walk you through. So N is the value they're using for sample size. In this case, there are 156 cars with valid data on here. Notice it says 1 is missing. What this means is essentially there is one car that does not have an engine size listed appropriately. So there's 156 cases where there are, one case where it's missing. So a total of 157 cars. What we see here, the first line, you have mean, so that's the average engine size, which in this case is just over 3 liters, 3.061. Below that, you'll see the median, and keep in mind the median is going to be the 50th percentile mark. That is the point in which the data set is divided in half. And this happens to be 3, so a 3 liter in this case. Not always the case. Something I want to emphasize is that mean and median are not always going to line up correctly, or line up with each other, excuse me. They can be very different values, which we'll talk more about at another time. And then mode in this case is 2, mode being the most common value in the data set. So most engines, the largest number of engines, are going to be 2 liters. And on my screen you can see it. You probably won't see it on your own. But if you look at the frequency table just below on my screen, just down here where my cursor is, you'll see that 2 liter, there's actually 17 cars that have a 2 liter engine, which makes it the most common engine size for this particular data set. If we want to run through it again, let me just show you. Let me do this again one more time so you can just get some familiarity with it. So if I go back the same way, Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and Frequencies, one of the joys of SPSS is it'll remember what you just did. So I'll take engine size out of there. Let's do price in thousands. We'll throw that one on there. And once again, if you look over for statistics, it actually already has the 3 ticked that I ticked last time. So it knows exactly what I've already done and just basically asks if I want to do it again. So I'll leave those ticked on there, hit continue, and then just hit OK. I'll minimize my previous output so we can see just the output we just ran. So for engine size, or excuse me, for price in thousands, see, and this is a perfect example. 155 cars with, 2 without, right? The mean in this case is 27,000. That's going to be about $27,390.75, right? The median, however, is just under 23,000. So we're looking at almost a $5,000 difference between the mean and the median. This is exactly what I was referring to a second ago, and that they don't have to line up perfectly with each other. This is just the nature of the data set. In this case, the average price of the car is not anywhere near the 50 percentile mark. And then the mode, in this case, the most common value for a car price is going to be $12,640, which if you can find a car, a brand new car for that price these days, I say buy it, because you're not going to find many. But this is essentially a simple run through of how to do mean, median, and mode through SPSS. Most of the functions we'll run later on will actually provide this for you anyway, but if you're looking for just frequency information, that is going to be the easiest way to knock it out real quick.